I should probably play a fancy intro. You want me to play a fancy intro, Rico?
Do it.
All right, fancy intro time. Let's do it.
You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Wake up. All right, that is our fancy intro. We're live on the podcast broadcast. Obviously, Rico showing off the guns and that awesome jersey. I am envious of that jersey there.
Why?
It's a good fit. Well, it looks, first off, classic Yankees pinstripes, always a good
You
look.
should have told me he was wearing his Yankees gear. I would have shown up with something.
Okay, like Dodgers
Yeah.
lingerie.
A Dodgers knife?
You're such a Dodgers fan. Do you have Dodgers lingerie?
I have a Dodger tattoo.
Okay.
Whoa.
Same difference, I guess. Is it in an area that you can see? Like, is it on your arm or something, or your
It's
leg?
on my upper thigh.
Oh,
on my
okay, yeah.
hip.
Something that you can't show on YouTube without us getting flagged. It's super hot. So, I mean, that's so crazy that, too. You're such a diehard. What if you dated a guy? Who's the Dodgers
Padres.
rivals? Hold on. Who's the Dodgers rivals? Like, besides, like, Diamondbacks, but not really. Who's a blood rival of the Dodgers?
I want.
You say Padres?
The,
The Padres.
the Giants are
And the
pretty.
Giants,
the
yeah.
Giants, the Astros, and the Padres.
Would you see
Okay.
that Padres game? They almost people just got in like
people
really
were,
bad
like,
fights.
Really nasty.
Well, that's only because, the San Diego doesn't have anything else to root for. So, of course, they're 100% going to be in on the Padres. So, yeah, say you met a guy. He's amazing. And you're falling for him head over heels. And he's a diehard San Diego Padres fan. And then it's the third date, and it's time to get intimate. And he strips you down, and he sees that tattoo, and he immediately goes limp, and he's like, I'm out of here.
well,
And
first
calls,
of all, he would have known what it was about day one.
That's true. But I mean, would you tell a guy that you have a Dodgers tattoo if you know he's a San Diego fan, a Padres fan, like immediately?
No.
Yeah, exactly. So then it would be that kind of surprise. Yeah. You think it'd be a deal breaker if somebody was very?
If it was Padres, I don't think it's too bad. Giants, it's on the fence. Depends on the guy.
Okay. Yeah.
Astros, Houston Astros, get out of my face.
You won't date
No.
a Houston Astros fan?
No.
Okay. So that
Guys
yeah.
from Houston in general.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
Have you ever dated someone from Houston?
No.
Okay. Yeah. And still
Beef,
probably
I
won't.
don't date.
Yeah, well, you've dated in the past, you know. You have a kid, so you've done it at least once, which is good. I'm imagining once, right?
What? Just one time.
What? The one time.
At least once. That's just math, dude. I see a girl with 3 kids. I'm like, she's done it at least 3 times. That's just factual.
She knows coffee spots.
Unless they're triplets, and then I'm like, son of a bitch, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the stream. Now, like I said, I want to start things off with this very fun video that has gone viral. I shared it on my Twitter page, and this thing is phenomenal. Now, there's some good and bad with AI, all right? And I always like to celebrate the good because AI can create some really cool concepts to where you dream it, they can make it happen, right? And you're still messing with AI, are you not, Rico?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything fun that you've been working on?
Not recently,
Okay.
but
well,
I have the tools.
you missed the opportunity to create this. Now, we all know the legendary game Mortal Kombat, right? Now, Mortal Kombat, iconic. Somebody came up with the idea to say, what if we made all these iconic celebrities Mortal Kombat characters and then had them on the home screen? You're able to choose your fighter. That's what this is. And this is so well done. You're going to love this. Check this out, okay? You can see it on the screen there, Yas, and you'll be able to hear it as well. So let me make sure the volume's at a good level. We got Diddy on there a couple times, by the way. All right, so here we go.
The Rock.
There's The Rock,
Beyonce.
Oh, he's holding a rock
Beyonce,
with the
Ronaldo. Let's see, and his
with some balls.
yeah, like fiery balls is his secret weapon.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift as a cat lady.
No, I hate it.
All right,
Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian with a selfie.
Oh no.
All right. Oh, Elon Musk, right?
Elon Musk.
It's like a bitch.
Oh, looks like a bitch. Well, we're not streaming on Twitter anymore, which is good because you have to spend money for that.
Oh,
All right.
you're
Next
blocked.
Snoop Deal Double G.
one. Snoop Dogg,
D-O-double-G.
Nicki Minaj,
Tyson.
Tyson, Mike Tyson.
Oh,
You know-
Mike Tyson looks like a real one.
Yeah, Mike Tyson has been in several video games, so that's an easy one to imagine. Him with a mohawk. I would hope he comes out looking like this when he fights Jake Paul here soon.
I want to see his fatality.
Yeah. And Kanye West. Now
He
there's
looks sad and
yes,
homeless.
there's several versions of Kanye West. This is modern day Kanye West, right?
Canceled Kanye.
There's MAGA, canceled Kanye,
Ew.
right? You could choose your variation for this. Make Mortal Kombat great again, right? That's canceled Kanye.
Gay fish.
Gay fish.
That's the one.
Right. Biden.
There's Biden. Look at Biden.
And by the way,
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay's up in there.
Oh,
Yeah, with a nice little
dang.
hatchet there.
I'm a little impressed.
Yeah, I'm telling you, and we're not even halfway through.
Keep going.
Tom Cruise. Lady
Oh, I know
He
you would
needs
pick.
to be shorter.
Yes, that's true. Lady Gaga,
Gaga.
He looked like that right
Steve
now.
Irwin.
back from the dead. Yeah, with a crocodile on his side as a fatality.
Rip.
That would be amazing.
Rihanna.
All right, Fenty.
Marilyn.
Oh, Marilyn Monroe.
Oprah.
Oprah.
Super powerful.
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie's up in this bitch.
John Cena. Trump.
He's John Cena.
I know. I couldn't see him.
Yeah. That's John Cena. So that was solid.
Trump.
There's Trump.
Why is he so?
Come on.
Kamala.
Maudie.
Oh my god.
Pope Francis.
Oh, nice. Double thumbs up with the peace doves coming in to kill.
Diddy.
Oh, Diddy's going to have multiple attires. Let's check out some of the multiple attires for Diddy.
The lubricant.
The Lubriking slides around foes with baby oil containing and delivering slick strikes.
Predator.
Predator, right? The Didor. I never saw this one before. Stalks prey, pouncing with fierce, lust-motivated attacks.
Diddler.
And the Diddler, unorthodox style lulls foes into a false sense of security.
5 Nights at Diddy.
5
Drake.
nights of Diddy's. There's Drake.
Kim Jong-un. Obama.
Damn.
Keanu's looking badass.
Angela Merkel. Putin.
Hootie.
Thunberg. Hillary. Trudeau. Jinping. LeBron James. Messi. Mr. Beast.
Oh my
Elvis.
god.
Elvis is in there, dude.
Bezos.
Bezos.
Billie Eilish.
Looking good,
Dr.
Billy.
Disrespect. Will Smith.
Look at his hand. Look at his hand, dude. That's how he's going to give you the
Power
fatality.
slap.
Oh,
The power slap
no.
it down.
DiCaprio.
DiCaprio looks like Luke Cage, okay?
Steve Jobs.
And there's one more thing.
Zuckerberg.
Your data is mine.
Zuckerberg.
Initiation combat protocol.
Blowed up. Lizard King.
And there you go. Celebrity Mortal Kombat.
Somebody has to crowdfund that so you can actually play it.
Right?
Like
This
make
is
a
not a
playable
game
version.
that you want to play almost immediately.
That's so funny.
Yes. Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. That was a Wage War with Magnetic. We got new music from Dorothy that we're going to play on the FM side. On the podcast broadcast, you just saw the trailer that is taking over the internet. It's Celebrity Mortal Kombat, as imagined by AI. So we went through all of these various characters, all of our favorites. It's a game that we want to play, and someone needs to make this. We're going to decide who our players would be in Celebrity Mortal Kombat. Then ask AI who would win in that Celebrity Mortal Kombat game. You can join us, youtube.com/beefvegan. Coming up next, of course, Halloween's right around the corner. Are there some outfits that just aren't PC anymore? Well, YouGov asked this question about certain popular costumes of the past. And I want to ask my panel here whether they consider it PC or not PC, like they would wear it for this Halloween, and see what the rest of America said on that as well. After new music from Dorothy, here's Mud and Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. All right, so let's see. We don't want to play the celebrity joke game. You are a purist, Todd Marley, and I want to play this game. All right. So with that said, out of all these characters, Rico, which one would you pick?
Keanu.
Okay, Keanu. Okay. Let me pull up Keanu too, just to see what his fancy moves are, description. And well, who would you pick? Yes.
Mike Tyson.
Okay, Mike Tyson. Okay, so I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. All right, let's see.
Also, I like how Hillary looks like Iron Man.
Yeah, she does look. No, she looks like Deadpool. It was Elon Musk that looked like Iron Man, kinda.
No, she looks like that when she kills people in real life.
Right. So.
No, she doesn't.
I didn't say that.
I like Hillary.
Well, it's not that I like her. I just don't believe she actually
Arkansas?
murdered anybody.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, you know,
You don't?
I don't believe she physically murdered anybody.
Oh.
Yeah. Did she sign off on some murders? Well, yeah.
Well, duh.
Yeah. Come on, dude.
I can't.
I know. This
I
is
can't
like-
say anything.
Why? What are you afraid of saying?
Nothing.
All right, well, that's good. I'm going to pull this up here in a second because I got to type in the details for ChatGPT just so they do it correctly. You can't just do Keanu Reeves versus Mike Tyson. And first off, bringing up Hillary joke, did that video game trailer trigger you? Because there was political pundits in there?
No, not at
okay.
all.
All right, because you got super quiet and then immediately went for a
So I've seen a
murder
million
joke.
of those already. I'm just like, all right, another one.
What? You seen a million
Yeah,
of those
that's-
already?
They had those, like,
wonder
last
he
year.
had no. You had no.
Oh, no,
No
there's-
hot takes, no nothing.
Because we've seen them before so many times. I'm like, all right.
You were what?
I didn't want to say anything. I don't want to be a jerk.
Your
but it's
face
almost
said
like
it
when you
all.
send somebody the meme already. You're like, I already saw it, but you don't want to say anything.
You saw the
Be
Mortal
cool.
Kombat version with 4 different versions of P. Diddy.
Not that one. That's
Exactly.
that's why I left it a few of them, but it's like the same one.
Now I got to watch the replay and see which ones you actually reacted to.
I don't get triggered by. Dude, you're surrounded by political hotshots every day, so it's like, don't react to it. It's funny.
Well, I mean, look, it was. I didn't think. I mean, it was a little biased. Let's be honest. But there was a lot of other celebrities there, so take the political ones out of it. First off, they made Joe Biden a fucking skeleton zombie.
It was amazing.
Right. So fan of that, right? But they also made
No, I'm saying
Donald
the same
Trump fat.
the scheme of having Mortal Kombat characters.
Trump was looking thick.
He was looking
thick.
super thick, dude.
Super thick.
Yeah. Yeah. So Liz said it best here. Rico's just too cool. He's seen it all. You know.
There's
If
nothing
it's-
cool about that. That's a shame.
There was nothing
Too
cool
many-
about that video.
No, the fact that I've seen it all. It's like, that's just lame. Get something better to do.
Yeah, Rock 1
Doom
2.1
scrolling.
KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Hanging out here with Yas Money and the internet expert Rico, who's seen everything on the internet twice.
I've been to the end.
Yes.
The edge.
Oh no.
He has won. He's completed the game, and now he's trying to go for 100%. All right, well, let me ask you this. Of course, Halloween's right around the corner. Both of you guys haven't really decided what you're going to dress as for Halloween yet, right?
I have a couple of ideas.
Okay. Yeah, and you don't want to throw them out there? You don't want to jinx it, or
No, it's just I have to wait for the costume to arrive in the mail, hopefully on time.
did you order something on the mail?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was Googling good Halloween costumes for chubby guys. I could only come up with what Dr. Gonzo from, or no, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, but Benicio del Toro.
Oh, the lawyer guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the lawyer from Fear and Loathing.
Oh, that'd be
You're
a
like,
great
hey, this
costume.
is the only good fat guy costume that we got for you.
He's got swag though.
I guess, dude, but I mean, that movie came out like 20 years ago, so it's a little dated. What are you gonna be as? Did you decide?
Miss Piggy.
Like a slutty Miss Piggy?
Maybe we'll see.
That's the version. That's what you gotta do for Halloween.
Who wants to pork this?
Yeah, who wants to pork this? That's a fantastic pickup line. You are guaranteed to score on Halloween.
Where's my
if you
Kermit?
Dress up like slutty.
My
Miss-
Kermit.
Yeah. Well, okay. The reason why I ask is because there was a recent poll on offensive Halloween costumes, right? Because, obviously Halloween's been around forever, but times they do a change. Traditions don't. But some of the costumes that used to be popular in the past may not fly today. So the question was asked, do you find this Halloween costume offensive or politically incorrect? They polled over 1,000 Americans, and they asked various things that would still be acceptable in 2024 or not. So let me ask you the question first. Can a woman dress as a man in 2024 for Halloween? Yes or no? We'll start off with a woman. Yes.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, you say yes. Not offensive. All right, what about you, Rico? You agree or disagree?
Absolutely. There's no rules. You can do that.
There might be rules. I mean, you can't
It's
dress as a
Halloween.
man and then paint your face a certain color, right? But yes, 69% said yes. That's still okay.
69%.
Yeah, our
GG.
magic number. But yeah, so 69% of people said yes, a woman could dress as a man.
Low number.
I know.
You know, really?
How dare she have a mustache? This took me ages to grow.
Yeah, they
Bunch
probably.
of haters.
Well, they probably asked some young people. There's some people there that are just like, so triggered about everything.
Okay.
19% said no. 11% were just not sure. Okay. All right. So the next question is the reversal. Can a man dress as a woman?
For Halloween?
Yeah, for Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, just for Halloween. We'll ask Rico. Have you ever dressed up as a woman for Halloween?
No.
Okay. That's a hard no. But is it okay?
Absolutely not. I would never.
could never do
I already have boobs.
Yeah. But is it okay for a man to dress as a woman for Halloween?
Yeah.
You can say, yeah, okay. Your voice cracked a little bit, but I do believe you.
He's dressed like a woman right now in that Yankees jersey.
Oh!
That hurt worse than the stab I get at
That's
Dodger
right.
Stadium.
That's right. All right. All right. So what do you say, Yaz? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. 65% said yes. Yeah. Yeah. There was about 8% more homophobia there, or 3% more homophobia. 4%. My math is off. 23% said no. Okay. So, yeah, very, very odd there. So a woman can dress as a man to some people, but a man can't dress as a woman. All right. Can a non-Native American dress as a Native American? You're shaking your head no. Yes. Okay.
Absolutely not.
Hard shake.
no, and why?
Absolutely not.
For Halloween.
It's a culture, not a costume.
It's culture, not a costume.
Yeah,
Okay.
girls at Coachella, take that.
Yeah. What do you say, Rico?
I agree.
Oh, they asked a lot of people outside of, tribal areas because 52% say it's still okay.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. And when you
Nah.
ask them how, they say how in return.
No.
Oh, not
Dude,
cool.
bruh,
Not cool.
bruh.
That's not cool, is what I'm saying.
I'm going
Right.
to throw a cookie at you.
A biscotti.
All right, continuing. 30% said definitely not. So at least that's a bigger number that says hard no. All right. Can a child dress up in a cultural costume if they're not part of that culture? Right? Now, they used to do this all the time, right? What are you, little girl? Oh, I'm Oriental.
You can't even say it.
I can't say that. That's
No,
how
he's
they
saying the
did.
kid said that, not him.
The kid said that
Yeah,
in the
the kid said that,
60s, dude.
not
I didn't
him.
say that. I was
Yes,
I was
come
reading
on.
a quote from a kid from the 60s.
Right.
Cool.
Exemplifying how bad it is.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
would never do
Not
that.
cool, right?
Okay.
So, what do you say though? Do you think a child could dress up in a cultural costume if they're not part of that culture? Yes.
No.
Okay. But see, you have culture. Rico, he's from Wisconsin, but kind of has a little culture. What do you say?
I mean, I hate agreeing with this, but yeah, to play it safe, sure. No. It's like dressing a kid up as a rich kid now. It's like, oh, you're never going to be rich. Here's
Well,
some new culture.
that's a slippery slope I don't even want to touch though, because I could give you scenarios that, but I say shoot for the stars, kids. 62% of people said yes. A kid can dress up as a cultural costume if they're not part of their culture. Be like, hey man, they're just kids. They're not,
They don't care.
Yeah.
They're not using this as a slant or anything.
they were taught racism, but they don't know what it means yet.
Yeah.
All right, so 62% said yes, 20% said no. The yeses dropped to 56% for adult costumes. I swear this poll was probably given in like Oklahoma. All right, how about this? Can your costume include a realistic gun or other weapon?
I think legally it has to have the orange cap on it, doesn't it?
And yeah, these days it does. Yeah. So you're going to say yes or no?
Can they? Yeah, I mean, sure.
You say yes. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what the survey said. Survey said that no, 50% said definitely do not do that. 34%.
No Deadpool costumes.
Yes, 34% said no. Now, this question is simple. Can white people wear blackface makeup, right? If they're dressing up as a black person? The answer, shockingly high.
Shockingly.
It is. I will tell you what the percentage said yes right after these words of Rock on 2.1 KFMA. Yeah. Don't undermine the tease, bud. I was trying to get him to stick around for a minute. All right. Earlier this morning, we had a little baseball beef. As you could tell, it's still going on between Yas Money and Rico. In case you missed it, well, a little something like this. go away. Sorry, I should not do that.
Want me to leave?
No. That's just me singing to the Godsmack song. And
Oh.
and radio rules number one. Many radio rules as a DJ, do not sing along to the song. Nobody wants to hear that.
This ain't karaoke.
I know. A stupid rule, but it is what it is. Real quick, I want to shout out. First off, I thought they fixed that microphone. Yesterday, I ran into my engineer, Scott, and was like, dude, can you please fix our mic arm from mic 3? If you guys watch the podcast broadcast, you realize that mic arm has ED, and eventually it will just out of nowhere just drop to the ground into a guest crotch.
Rub some Blue Chew on it.
It's sexually harassing.
It goes full gummy bear.
Yeah, I asked him a couple weeks ago. He ran into me and apologized for forgetting and not getting around to it and said he was going to do it today. I was going to walk him into the studio myself, and he gave me this whole up and down how he's going to do it, and it was going to be done, and I assumed it was. And the first thing that happened once Yas, gets in studio is her mic goes limp on her.
Dude, it's a Phillips.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get my screwdriver right now.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Please, we do that. And the fact that the mic arm went limp on her, that's the first time that's ever happened to Yas because she is sexy. It's all hell.
No, that's actually not the first. Anyways.
The T.
Yeah. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to our listener, Tim, who just won those Asking Alexandria tickets. He goes, I wish I recorded this, but I didn't. He's like, oh, I'm Uber driving right now. I got a passenger in the car. And I'm like, oh, are they jealous because you won those tickets to Asking Alexandria? And he goes, no, she's an elderly.
Said it so nice.
I'm like, dude, she's in the car with you right now.
But I feel like you said, no, she's elderly.
Yeah. She can't really hear me right now. She's telling me to drive slower. So thank you, Tim. And hopefully your elderly passenger still gives you 5 stars. All right. Here's a life hack for you right here. The only way to guarantee that you will not be able to see an event live in person is to not show up to that event. Yas Money is a proof of that. She's been living this life for a long time now. I started off by trying to make her jealous by, announcing to her that Rico is going to Game 4 and Game 5 of the World Series.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
It's amazing. In New York.
In
That's
New York.
crazy.
In New York at the legendary Yankee Stadium. I mean, everything about it is massive. Even you don't have to even be a baseball fan to appreciate the magnitude of this. And he was talking about how his mom grabbed up those tickets immediately, and then they checked back on the price of comparable tickets on the web, and they're double the value instantly. Now, you just recently went to a Raiders game in Las Vegas, and I saw your story posts, and you legitimately had seats that I assumed were thousands of dollars, and I'm like, there's no way you could afford these tickets. How the hell did you get these seats? What did you do?
So I got on Ticketmaster, I think at 7 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kept scrolling to see what the prices were, what the selection was. And I kept seeing maybe 100 or 100 level seats, lower level seats for $100. And then they'd get swiped, right? Quickly.
Yeah.
And so as the morning went on, there's more people on Ticketmaster. So I'm getting ready. I'm on hour 3 refreshing now.
Yeah, just constantly
And
refreshing.
then I'm already logged into Ticketmaster. All I have to do is put in, the security code in the back. And I saw 100 level, press, purchase, put in the, security number, and I got them.
For how much?
For $95 each, just me and my daughter.
Yeah, 100 level seats at the Raiders game in Las Vegas at Allegiant Stadium, which, again, everything is overpriced in Vegas,
Let
right?
me tell you, the Brown fans, Cleveland Browns, they were there. They showed up. There was a lot of orange. So I was very, very, I was like, this was not for Raiders.
They're like, we get to leave
Right.
Cleveland?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
No, I
Pretty
mean,
much.
that's why there's, these sports franchises making their move to Las Vegas because they don't need to have a local fan base. It is a destination for all sports fans to be like, yeah, I'll go to Vegas for the weekend,
Yeah.
see my favorite team, and, bet on black.
I might just rent a car Friday and go to LA for the weekend just to be there.
That's what I was going to say,
That'd be
because
dope.
you're a huge Dodgers fan,
Yeah.
so we got this little rivalry going on right now. Rico, the Yankees fan, against Yas Money, the Dodgers fan. So we have basically the human equivalent of the World Series in studio right now. And he's going to New York for this, and I know you've been to plenty of Dodgers games. So, your theory is you're just going to go out there and basically post up in the parking lot and continue to see if you can make your way in somehow,
Probably.
right?
Yeah.
And you've done this before.
Yes.
Yeah, the World Series, of course, is going to be a little bit
It's a
tougher
little bit
to do.
different, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I mean, I might pull, what Rico's mom did and be like, hey, my savings.
It's like Shohei's my cousin.
I want to sacrifice everything.
What's the most you will be willing to spend for seats to the World Series?
That's really tough. I mean, obviously not $1,000. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that because that's what they're going for right now.
Right.
But I mean, if the opportunity comes and it's like, hey, I got a ticket for like $400, maybe
Say it was like
five?
a Game 7 though.
No.
Mm.
Like,
I
that
don't
would be
know.
insane.
My blood type.
Yeah, dude, it's so tough too because you say you go and you spend your entire savings and just for the experience to be there, and then the team that you're rooting for loses in
know,
devastating
yeah,
fashion.
yeah.
Like that is a heartbreak that like can cause legitimate physical ailments.
And like I don't know if my daughter even wants to go just because she was a Mets fan, and so
Yeah.
she was very upset that the Mets lost. So imagine taking her to a Dodger game. She's just gonna be like,
Do you think she would root for the Yankees in that
No.
scenario? Then
no.
you think she would still root for the Dodgers
I
or
asked
not
her,
root for either?
I asked her, "Are you still gonna root for the Dodgers and be by my side?" She said no.
Oh,
Wow.
Well, I mean, why did you teach her to become a Mets fan? That's a lifetime of disappointment and heartbreak.
That's Dad.
Okay, yeah. He's just like, well, I mean, I
It
guess,
gives character.
Dad's side
Learn
of the
how to lose.
family. Dad's side of the family is from New York.
yeah, but there's the
they-
Yankees. You got right there. You got a
Yeah.
winner.
They grew up Mets.
Yeah.
I
I don't
the
know.
Queen side. They're like, we'll do man.
I think
I called her. I named her after the team in Brooklyn, and she left me for the team in Queens.
Wow.
That's heartbreaking.
It
Yes,
is.
I know. Well, daddy's little girl. That's always how it works. And I guess, like to defend him, you're kind of right. To introduce your daughter to be a fan of like a franchise like the Mets basically sets them up in life saying, hey, look, you're not always going to get what you want. Be prepared to be disappointed and be resilient at the same time.
You'll by chance make it to almost winning and then lose everything
Honestly,
completely.
I mean, credit to her because she chose that at the beginning of the season. She chose that.
Yes.
She made that decision. So
It's a strong will.
good for her.
Yeah.
'Cause she sat me down and she said, "Listen, I'm gonna root for the Mets this season."
She said you
serious
down.
conversation.
She sat me down and I was like, "Damn, I learned a lesson. You really can't teach your kids to love everything you love."
Did you cry?
I was sad. I was sad.
She wipes the tears from your face. Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I love it. That's like her sitting down and being like, look, I love dad's mom more than your mom.
Wow.
Pretty much, same difference. All right, well, we're going to have a great time in the next couple hours with Yas Money here. I have a lot to get to, but we got to share these words from our sponsors. We'll be back with more right after this. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Go Yankees.
She made me leave the bar. We had to leave the bar.
So we're back here on the stream. So we're talking about Yaz's daughter, Brooklyn, who is now in like fourth grade.
Fourth grade.
Yeah, fourth grade, right? And she's like a Mets fanatic and just a full-blown jocular. Like she's one of the coolest kids that you'll ever meet. And I was joking about having her come in as like a sports reporter and do like a segment and stuff because it would be adorable and also super informative because she knows more about sports than I do.
She sat down. So she made us leave the bar, and we went home. And she comes into my room, and it's the seventh inning, and she goes, "I'm calling it. It's over." And I was like,
what was the score at that point? It was
I
tied.
think it was like 4-10 or
Oh,
or
boy, yeah.
4-9 or something. And so, I look at her and I was like, "Are you crying?" And she's crying, and so then I'm holding her, and she's crying for a little bit, and she goes, "They had it. They had everything there. They had the bullpen full," and then like she starts talking to me, and I'm just like, this poor girl. Her first heartbreak were the Mets in Game 6.
That's so funny. And so better than like a stinky boy. I'd
Yeah.
rather have the Mets break your heart because at least that's consistent. Right?
Not
Like in
wrong.
Family Guy,
Yeah.
where it's like, there's the first pitch and there's the season.
Exactly. That is so funny though. I couldn't even imagine with my daughter in any scenario. She cries all the time for no reasons, but no sports related reasons. I tried to raise jocular, like, not lesbian, but with like a jocular girl with strong lesbian traits, from an early age. And it wasn't in the DNA. It just wouldn't happen. Yeah.
Well, Brooklyn's super girly. She's doing cheer right now, but she's super into baseball, softball. You know, she has her own little. Well, first of all the kids right now are dressing in baggy clothes. You know?
Yeah, bring it back.
Yeah,
90s are back.
But,
That's right.
You know, like
What's right?
what's really back are bell bottoms.
Yeah, that's weird
But
too.
they call them flare.
Yeah, that's stupid. It's like, no, bitch, those are bell bottoms.
She's like, can I get some flare leggings? And I go, you mean some bell bottoms?
Mom, they're flare.
They're bell bottoms.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's something that's
Pisses me off.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, so she talks to me in the way that like these kids are talking, right? So like
what do you mean?
So Northwest just gave Kim Kardashian a necklace for her 44th birthday that said Skibbity Toilet. Okay. So then I'm asking Brooklyn about this like lingo, right? Because I see it on TikTok. And I go, listen, how do you like, how do you say something nice? Like say something nice about you. And she goes, I'm a Sigma wolf.
Yeah.
I'm like the alpha. And I'm like Sigma alpha wolf. And I'm just like, what are you doing? And then she does this thing with her hands. And I was like, what?
Like, is that a gang sign? Like, no, man, this is all military.
I can't.
I literally went through a list not too long ago of this slang, and as ridiculous as it seems, that's legitimately the slang that these kids are saying. And it's funny you said skibbity because Rico was busting my daughter's balls in Mexico, and her boyfriend blowing their mind, dropping the skibbity on them, and going,
Like, how does he? He's not supposed to know that.
yeah, like it's a
Who told him?
secret language that you know we were privy to. Yeah, it's like, no, we have the internet too, dummies.
Right.
So ridiculous, though. It's so funny.
Oh yeah, I'll tell her something, and she's like, "How do you know that?" She goes, "How do you know that?" And I'm like, "TikTok."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I got TikTok on my phone.
Right.
I like to make fun of you kids all the time.
All the time with your flare legs or your flare bottoms.
Is skibbity the worst of the slang words in modern age?
Go Dodgers!
Get in here.
baby!
Get in here.
No.
Spears, you can join us, dude. What are you? No, don't you pop in like that, interrupt the podcast, and leave.
Go
That's
Dodgers.
rude.
Whatever. He said all the right things.
No, he just jinxed the Dodgers is what he did. Now they're going to lose. Definitely. Yeah, because
Skibbity.
Don't look at me in my eyes and say that.
blame it on Spears, dude. You just saw it. He just came in and jinxed it live on this podcast broadcast. They know, as far as, traditions are concerned.
As is tradition.
You don't interrupt a video stream podcast without jinxing your team in the World Series. We're back on the air. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Justin Spears just did the unthinkable. And if we know,
Unthinkable.
yeah, if he picks a team, that team's going to lose. That's something that we know for a fact, right, Rico?
That's right.
Why?
Yeah.
Because
We've seen it. It's science.
Because he picked the U of A and they're not doing well.
Anyone he picks, usually he has.
Because he's a Chargers fan.
Yeah, well, no, he just has a losing percentage because it's one of these weird phenomenons where he knows so much about all these different stats and facts of any teams facing off against each other.
So what are you saying?
And then over that, he'll make a pick of who he thinks is going to win or lose, and 9 times out of 10, he'll be wrong. And that's why we're doing this promotion. Are you smarter than Justin Spears? It started as a rib because we're just like, dude, all we're going to do is bet against you and become rich on all these dating apps. Or not dating apps, but betting apps. I said dating apps because I see Rico looking at his phone. What do you got going on there?
No, I'm just looking at different player news. That's all.
Player news?
Yeah.
So, no, you're going to the World Series next week, son. Well, what's going on with player
I was
news?
looking at what's going on with the Mets, who they're releasing and stuff.
So you got an update on that?
No. Anyway.
Let's talk about something people really care about. Angelina Jolie is smashing again.
Oh.
Yeah, see? I told you. And it's not you,
Doesn't
Rico.
she technically have 3 baby daddies?
No, not technically. Well, technically because she adopted all her kids,
Right.
right? But, once you go Brad Pitt, where do you go from there? You know? And the answer is younger rapper. Oh.
What?
Yes. You know about this, Rico?
No.
Okay.
What?
You just know that's the rule.
Mystery.
That's the rule. I was like, that's definitely the rule. That's how it goes.
Yeah,
Who is it?
the rapper in question is a British hip hop artist. You probably don't even know who he is. Aala. Aala is the name of this
Aala.
guy. He's about 10 years younger, so he's not that much younger. He still looks like a pretty, a mature man.
Let me give it a goog.
Okay, well, you don't even have to give it a Google. I'll show you what they look like here because I have pictures. And so basically evidence that she's smashing this guy. All right, so here they are out there. Now, the reports are states like this, and the reason why it led to this tea, she seems to have this new love interest. Rumors started flying when the actress would show up to his hotel, or actually snuck the rapper into her hotel room, and they didn't leave for 2 nights. So that's 100% smash, right? Like if you're hanging out in a hotel room for 48 hours, either you're doing meth or you're doing it, and sometimes you're doing both, right? So yeah, he left Friday morning after he stayed Wednesday and Thursday night, and this just happened just ahead of her new movie Maria. So he actually attended that event as well.
Which I actually want to see.
Oh, what is that about? Now, she's kind of looking different. Like, not Christina Aguilera different because she took the Ozempic, and I think she looks hot. You don't think Christina Aguilera looks hot, but Angelina's face right now, something's up, right? It doesn't look the same.
She looks older.
Okay, yeah, maybe that's it.
Mortality. Oh, that's that old nut.
Still good for Aala, and, at the same
Good for
time.
this man right here.
Oh, no.
There he is.
Is this a picture of, like, a good-looking Aala?
That's him right there.
He's always in suit and tie. I like his style. It's
Well,
like a Guy Ritchie character.
I'll tell you what. Let's see what he sounds like on the podcast broadcast. Let's pull up Akala's music, and we'll just listen to a little bit and be like, how good do you have to be to smash Angelina Jolie? Yeah, because, we have a group, Rap GPT, and we put together some bangers as well. Is it good enough to be a contender? Well, I don't know. We'll have to weigh in on that on the podcast broadcast, youtube.com/BeFegan. On the FM side, we got music on the way from Rise Against and Nirvana. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Yeah, let me see what this is.
She's like, I only date Manchester rappers.
He looks like he does political rap.
Ugh.
Political rap.
Okay.
The green pie.
The green.
The green pot,
Pie.
I thought you said pie for a minute.
Pie.
Boy, what's it say?
You can just keep scrolling. There's pictures.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, he does look, that's the difference between British rappers and, North American rappers.
Little Sims is good.
Yeah, they look like they read a lot.
I look like Eric.
Let's see. So there's a mix of. All right, let's hear what this is all about. This is Carried Away. This only has 825,000 views. It was released 8 years ago. She's slumming it. You know what I mean? Like, she's not even banging a rapper that has 1 million views on YouTube. Come on now.
Hey,
She's feeling his comeback.
Yeah, let's hear
he's
it.
banging somebody.
Yeah, now you're jealous, huh?
Carry one more pull or soul. Carry them things every single day, cause it makes him feel
Plot
safe.
twist.
Cause carry on them ways, screw face, love the game. Rapping is a state, talk tough, look straight in his face. Carrying deep pain, so feet. Carry fam.
You said you love this song? Have you?
No, I said I thought this was a country song.
Oh, no.
He's going full Jelly Roll.
So he carry weight. It's logical, daddy got carried away. Not married away, just didn't stay. This coward carried his son to the spade. These boys carrying weight. And the wooden box can't stand straight. They was getting out the game. But look, face, she don't wait now. The woman in the front row, her face show no pain. But her brain went.
I don't know. He looks like a rapper who would lose a fight. Just any kind of fight.
She's like, Brad never rapped.
No, Brad did rap in the season finale of Dave, and you need to see that. Brad Pitt cameo in Dave.
That's why he took that role.
So good. It was so
Like,
good.
I can rap.
I love it.
Yeah, that was such a good show and good season finale. So check out Dave on FX or Hulu. So yeah, that's who Angelina Jolie is smashing. I was gonna
Weekly update.
yeah. Well, I wanted
Which
to know.
British rapper is she banging now?
I crush hard on Angelina Jolie ever since Hackers.
Ever since Tomb Raider for me. What's the lesbian one she did?
Geely.
No, not Julie. Gia?
Gia. Yeah, Gia. Gia was.
The lesbian one?
Yeah. So here's a fun fact. HBO made this movie about this supermodel from the 80s named Gia, who was a lesbian, but she was also bi. And Angelina Jolie, as she was up and coming shortly after Hackers, she was cast in this role. And this movie was very explicit, like sexually explicit. Angelina Jolie's naked in most of it, as a supermodel, then as like a junkie. So it was a good role all the way through. Emotional roller coaster, lots of sex, and it was fantastic.
Really?
10 stars.
Yes. Speaking of sex in movies, right? You remember when Nicole Kidman was in Eyes Wide Shut?
Oh, yeah.
Now, that was a pretty pornographic film, was it not?
Mm-hmm. They even cut some stuff out, apparently.
Apparently. Do you know that she has a new movie coming out called Baby Girl that's more erotic than Eyes Wide Shut? Here's the headline I want to share with you real quick, okay? Nicole Kidman said this about Baby Girl. Let's see. she revealed that she had to pause filming erotic drama Baby Girl as she didn't want to orgasm anymore. Yes. And they even got a screenshot there.
What a funny way to get out of a movie.
Yeah, she's a method actress, and I salute that. Okay, the movie that is going to be released is about an executive woman who's like a powerful executive woman. She has an affair with a younger employee, a guy at 30, and they have like this kind of like salacious, like Grey's Anatomy, not Grey's Anatomy. What's the female porn version of that? 50 Shades of Grey type.
Grey.
She has that kind of like crazy sex. Her husband is Antonio Banderas. Apparently, she has sex scenes with him as well. But she stated that she was having legit orgasms while filming these sex scenes, which there are plenty of them with both of her co-stars. And she said it is the most exposing film that she's ever done in her entire career. And considering that she's done Eyes Wide Shut, that says a lot. That's like Jenna Jameson saying, that's the most I've ever sucked some D. You're like, whoa, my God, that's a
lot.
The bar was raised high.
Okay.
All right, well, I lost you on that. That's fine. That's fine.
At least she didn't play the card like, who's that?
Yeah.
No, I know.
Who is that?
All right, let's go back to my Twitter because
Have you heard anything about the substance yet? Do you guys talk about that with Herb?
Don't tell
the
me.
Demi Moore movie? No,
Don't
I just heard it's really good.
My friends were like, go in blind. Don't if you only watch that one trailer, you're good. Like, go in not knowing anything.
Gotta check that out.
Really?
Yeah.
The substance. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And my friends were like, because they went to go see it, and they were like, I'll go see it.
Damn.
Really good.
Jinping. LeBron James.
Yeah,
Messi.
and Nicole Kidman's husband was Keith Urban, which makes me love the fact that she's like, this is the most I've ever orgasmed.
He has a new album coming out now.
Come on.
And there's one more thing.
Oh, speaking of
data.
artists that go country, right? You talked about Jelly Roll. The latest rock star that is gone country is Ringo
Lizard
Starr.
King.
Yeah, he jumped on the country bandwagon,
Videos
trying
in
to
the
cash
background.
in. Yeah. Now, nobody's been listening to music from Ringo Starr for the last 50 years, but, he's considered if Beyonce could do it, he could do it too. So he announced he's releasing a country album shortly after the first of the year, and it's produced by T-Bone Burnett, who co-wrote most of the 11 songs on the album. So Ringo said he always loved country music, but I call shenanigans.
Time out. We got sounds playing in the background. People can't hear you.
Oh, shit. Really?
That's why I tried to jut in real quick. I was like, hey, Todd said.
No, I shouldn't.
2 comments.
Okay, I hear that. They're older. We got MK Sounds. Oh, Mortal Kombat. Oh, yeah, that was just for a second, though, because you can't hear it now because you're going to hear this. It's political season, right? With that, it looks like all the pundits and presidential elects, vice presidential elects are going on all the podcasts. It was just announced that Donald Trump's going to be on Joe Rogan, right? Yeah, the circuit in the family is pretty evident, right? Theo Vaughn is part of that. He had a vice presidential nominee. What's his name again? Trump's nominee. Yeah, J.D. Vance. Yeah, so he dropped a cocaine joke on J.D. Vance. Who J.D. Vance?
Too?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of.
He did one on Trump.
He does it to everyone. Theo Vaughn loves cocaine and also loves cocaine jokes. So here's his latest one. Check this out.
I don't know if I'd be sober if this stuff weren't killing people, to be honest with you. I know that's sad to say, but that keeps me out of the risk of it. It just makes it too...
Makes it a little scarier.
Yeah, that's the thing. It makes it scarier.
Yeah.
But it's also sad that somebody... I mean, this is ridiculous to say, probably, that somebody can't... you can't even do cocaine in this country anymore, And that seems like a crazy thing to say. And don't say it. Don't say that. But I said it. But yeah, but don't say that anymore.
I'm going to steal that line. That's going to after the election, though, man.
No,
we got to win
Former
first.
drug
It's
addicted mom.
unfortunate.
Yeah, Theo Vaughn busted out. He busted out a cocaine line, and then J.D. Vance said, "I'm going to steal that line." Nah, you got to be careful with your words there, right? When you're talking about cocaine.
He's
but
not the brightest crayon in the box. And I mean JD Vance.
Yeah. Theo Vaughn is charmingly not that bright as well. He goes, that's, you know what led to Theo Vaughn's blowing up?
They're trying.
Is the empathy. He has a lot of empathy on it. It's very weird interviews, though. It'll be interesting to see when Trump is on Joe Rogan, what that's all about. And if then Joe Rogan would have Kamala Harris on. Do you think that would happen?
I think the article I read said something about her, like her people talking to his people about potentially making that happen.
Absolutely.
Right before the election, which would be really funny. I think Trump can handle himself on that podcast, but after that Kamala interview, I was just like, this is going to be a train wreck.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. It'll be bad.
Okay, well, we'll agree to disagree. We'll agree to disagree on that because in the conversation of the podcast with Joe Rogan presenting it, I don't think he would go with 100% gotcha, but I do think it would be good for Joe Rogan to have both on, and I do know that Kamala Harris has been reaching out aggressively to be on different shows. I think she has to be on the Breakfast show, the Breakfast Club.
Again?
I think
Charlemagne did a separate interview with her, and they aired it on Monday.
Okay. No, there was someone that actually turned her down. You know what it was? It was Dave Portnoy, who said Kamala Harris reached out to do an interview on Portnoy's. Well, I always mess up his last name, on his podcast. He said no, but then he went on the record saying, I'm saying no to both. I'm not having this conversation and not doing that. Yeah. I eat pizza. And and he doesn't make it secret who he's voting for either, but at the same time,
avoiding the circus.
Yeah,
basically.
exactly. Yeah. But if Joe Rogan's going to open the door for Trump to walk in, then it just makes sense to have Kamala in there. Both those episodes will probably be, record-breaking episodes for him.
Yeah,
and there might be a good little back and forth. You never know, right? So but you got to be careful of the little cliff notes where you're just like, that's a meltdown.
Yeah.
There's, especially on a long ass podcast, I'm sure, I've seen Joe Rogan kind of help people out of their spirals a little bit, right? Where they kind of melt down and go down, and he's just slowly changing the subject and moving in the direction this way.
And then they're going to be like, our friend Aaron Rodgers is here.
Do you believe, okay, let's talk about a serious issue. Do you believe Aaron Rodgers ate his boogers during the game?
Oh my gosh, that was the first thing that what's his name? McAvoy, or whatever his name is, asked him yesterday on the show.
Oh, Pat McAfee.
Yeah, that's
his name. All right, let's see. Did you see this, Rico?
Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron, former Green Bay Packers superstar stud.
Wasn't there some athlete last week that did it too?
Here.
Is this happening all over the place now?
Do you have it?
I do have it. So here it is.
Oh, my Lord.
You be the judge, okay? And this is the scandal, not the play. He did admit that he needs to play better.
He did it as a distraction because Devontae Adams didn't do anything.
Yeah, let's see.
Play a Thursday night game against Houston on Halloween at MetLife.
based off that evidence, and again, you're a lifelong Packer fan.
He didn't get a good booger scoop in there.
No, he did not.
That wasn't a good booger scoop.
Right. Okay.
I don't think there was actual booger. You don't do the squirrel bite after that.
So, as a lifelong Packers fan, and still, supporter of Aaron Rodgers because he did bring you home a championship.
Do you support booger eaters?
Is this a boogery?
Or was he just wiping on his mustache
and then putting?
I need more forensics on this one.
Yeah, would you ever put a nose hair in your mouth? Even if it was a nose hair, I'll pluck out nose hairs, but I won't go.
Yeah, what was that? It's like a caffeine twitch.
It was the after. It was the.
Yeah. It was Rock 102.1 KFMA. So here's the big debate that we just got into. Playing the clip, did Aaron Rodgers eat his boogers on the sideline of the game? As we're looking at the slow forensics on this, it does appear to be some kind of nibbling that happened shortly after he was rubbing his nose. But at the same time, in his defense, which he did go on the record and say he does not eat his boogers. In his defense, he didn't dig in deep. And it didn't look like there was something just hanging there. Oh. I know. And Rico's heartbroken because he grew up a Packers fan, legitimately. All right?
Watching your heroes eat their own boogers. It's always heartbreaking.
You either die a hero or you live to eat your own boogers. That's what they say. So here it is again, real quick. Nice little pinch, little something. He's got a little tickle there. Okay. And then soon, boom, mouth goes up. Right? And then I'm going to do frame by frame. You're going to see chomp, chomp, chomp.
See, like I told Beat, that wasn't like a complete booger scoop. Like, what if he had Cheez-Its before that? He's like getting residual Cheez-Its after that, you know?
Do you snort your Cheez-Its?
No, but it could be on the fingertips still. He's like, ooh, salt. And did that.
Like he's smelling his fingers and he's like, I should probably put this in my mouth.
I'm just saying there's alternate possibilities here.
What is the acceptable item to find on your fingers to say, I want to stick this in my mouth?
Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its is the only thing. Okay.
That's why it came to mind.
So for you, the Aaron Rodgers defense is Cheez-Its.
The Cheez-Its defense.
It better be hot Cheeto dust.
Better be.
Yeah. Well,
Flaming
maybe that's why, he was a little off at the game the other night.
This part.
Yeah. He threw that interception because the hot Cheetos dust made him like lose control.
It's all
of the
linked
ball.
together. Yep.
Did you see that player that was like requesting Sprite on the field?
No.
He somehow asked the athletic trainers for a Sprite, and every once in a while he's like, "Can you just put it somewhere where it's cold?" And then like in the middle of the game, he goes, "Hey, where's that Sprite at? Where's that Sprite?"
He's trying to get that sponsorship money.
Right, yeah. And what's his purpose? You just like Sprite?
I think he just needed something fizzy.
Well,
Get pumped up.
I do know that, Sprite is, if you got like a tummy ache, they say drink like a Sprite.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I had a tummy ache.
And I know that there was a video that went viral. I forgot the player, but he was laying down on the sideline, and it appeared he was taking a shot. So people were like, "Oh, he's taking a shot of liquor." But then it was quickly revealed, like, no, that's pickle juice. And when players are cramping,
Yeah.
pickle juice,
Sodium.
yeah, the sodium, and that's the same thing. Like when women are cramping, instead of taking Midol, drink some pickle juice. And I just started having my daughter do that because she, has serious cramps when she menstruates, and it's been game busters.
Damn, that would have been real helpful last month.
Yeah, dude. So there you go.
Dead.
All right, we're going to keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast, but we're wrapping things up with a beef tip after Rico picks his boogers and on the podcast broadcast.
Jesus.
YouTube.com/beefvegan.
I found the clip
Okay, yeah.
of Aaron Rodgers trying to explain himself.
Okay, yeah. Send it to my
Did they,
Gmail.
did they do it
beefvegan@gmail.com.
during the press conference? Somebody asked him?
No, yeah.
No, it was Pat
Oh.
McAfee interviewed him.
Oh, no.
And Aaron Rodgers and Pat McAfee go way back, and for a while there, Aaron Rodgers was on every single week. But then, of course,
No, it's
Aaron,
on Tuesdays.
Yeah, he's back, but he did take a little break when he was causing some controversy when he kept talking about stuff. Let's see,
What's your email?
beefvegan@gmail.
That's it.
It's on the screen.
Biff
Vegan. Vision.
to
Electrolytes are what
Hotmail.
plants crave. All right, Liz thinks he does. Eat his boogers.
Yeah, she's a Steelers fan, though.
All right. So, who's a Steelers fan?
No, it was a joke. Saying.
Mm-hmm.
That was the joke.
Oh, I didn't see the joke.
Opposite team.
Yeah, the only joke that I'm seeing is your hero. Again, you either die a hero or you live to eat your boogers.
I'm hearing that Evanescence song in my head right now. I'm sad.
Should be. That looks super sus.
Maybe he's just trying to cover up the fact he was doing some of that booger sugar.
No, that would be great. That would be the Theo Vaughn, defense. It's like, just cocaine. I'm not eating my boogers. I'm doing cocaine during an NFL game.
He's
What
like,
am I,
oh,
a maniac?
Like, oh, they caught me doing coke. I got to start looking like I'm eating my booger instead. That'll be less embarrassing. I can do a recreation here, see?
Yeah, Nessa. So, are you not eating boogers when you do that? Because it does kind of look like you're eating boogers when you do that. Yeah.
It's my Halloween costume now. Booger eating Aaron Rodgers. Just get a Jets hat.
That's
Dude,
it.
that is actually an excellent like outfit. You wear a Jets hat or jersey, and then you just have like a fake boogie hanging down, or candy boogies.
Or do you want to be my booger and just walk around? Eat me.
No, I don't
Come
want
on,
to be
eat
your
me.
booger.
You want to be
Like,
my booger?
No, if anything,
Come on, New Jersey boogers.
if I'm gonna dress up, and we have a game on the night this Saturday, when there's a lot of Halloween parties, so we're not even gonna be able to. Yaz and I are working that game together.
Which one?
Hand in hand this Saturday. Todd says he's 100% eating his booger
No, you're working with Crystal.
on Saturday, and I'm working with you on Friday.
Maybe.
Are you trying to call out already? Jesus. This
They
girl's
go
like,
to the World Series.
oh, okay. But it's Friday. Oh, yeah, that is game 1 of the World Series. All right.
Ryan would understand.
Maybe. Let's see.
You're right. His hair would say no.
His hair would say no. All right, okay, stop eating the booger, dude. I know.
You kept it on me. I'm going to keep eating the booger.
Oh, look, honestly, if he would have won that game, then he would have said, "Goddamn right, I ate my boogers, and that's why we won.
That's why we
I'm
won,
gonna do it
baby."
every game until we win the Super Bowl." You know,
So
but
HGH boogers.
yeah, are you gonna send that email or what?
I did.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Let's see. Refresh. beefvegan@gmail.com.
Yeah.
I
You didn't get
Yeah.
No, I did not get it.
Refresh.
You know how to spell beef vegan?
Beth.
See, if you pronounce it like that, I have a feeling that
Yeah, your little face showed up.
If anyone goes as you
Okay.
for Halloween, do they get something?
here, let me show you something that'll
Yeah,
freak you out.
your little face showed up.
Never
Okay,
mind.
I'll double
fine.
check it. Here, this will freak you out, guys. All of you. Yeah, you never seen a chicken like this before, right?
Chickens naturally have legs like this. Oftentimes we see them either sitting or
No.
running, and
What in
this
the
is
AI
why
is
they
this?
use this as a
I don't
No.
mean
This
No.
this
no,
not
no.
this is
no,
not
no.
AI actually.
No.
Crab chicken?
Yeah, this is a crab chicken that exists only in North Korea.
Course
North
it
Korea.
does.
They did this.
I could have gone my entire life without seeing that. Why did you show me that?
Isn't that crazy?
I want a movie now.
legs like this.
I
Oftentimes
don't
you see
wanna-
them either
nope.
sitting or running, and this
Kinda
is
cool,
why
though.
they use this.
No, I mean that's terrifying if it comes after you. I mean, chickens are kind of like dinosaurs in their own right. Crab chickens, a whole nother thing, and they don't look tasty. Like their legs don't look like they would be delicious. I'd eat some of that chicken ass though, but yeah, this went viral.
I don't mean to alarm everyone, but that definitely isn't a chicken. What chicken do you know has been squatting 200 kg in the gym and then bouncing, not in a good way, get your mind up.
All right, so and then whatever.
Angry British guy. It's my 2 cents.
Yeah. But yeah, apparently that's a thing. You say genetic?
It's not. You look up crab chicken on internets.
Yeah,
It don't
okay.
exist.
It doesn't exist?
There's no. We would definitely have heard about this by now.
I don't know. That's crab chicken.
crab
Okay,
chicken.
so that was the first comment that I read. I was like, it looks good to me. Looks legit. Is it real? Is it legit?
Let me ask the Nigerian prince who just sent me $1 million. Hold on. I'll ask him.
Hold on. Yeah. No, tell me though. Like, find out if it's real or not.
Of course it's not real.
It's 100% not real?
Bro.
I want to see if
Come on.
your email's in my spam. Yeah, it's in spam. That's why you got to do a subject line, dude.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Next time I'll write, watch this or die in 7 days.
There we go. Continue as beef vegan. You got logged in. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is Aaron Rodgers. Does he curse?
That's one thing I'm very proud of.
That was your first time on TV?
Oh, one time? What about as a child? Had to happen.
I honestly haven't.
You're missing out. Try it.
Give it a go.
It's great.
It's a tough look to try and defend.
Hold on, we're going to get back on. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. So we're going to wrap things up with Aaron Rodgers defending himself. Did he eat the boogers?
That's
is what
one
he said
thing
to
I'm
Pat
very
McAfee.
proud of.
That was your first time on TV?
Oh, one time? What about as a child? Had to happen.
I honestly haven't.
You're missing out. Try it.
Give it a go.
It's great.
It's a tough look to try and defend because that video is a little incriminating. But I can tell you that there needs to be a side view that shows that there wasn't a boog that actually went in the mouth.
Okay.
It seems like I didn't get anything on that one. That's why I was just kind of like
A little whiff.
seeing what was going on.
So there he is.
Rico,
How do you feel about that? Do you feel like Aaron Rodgers defended himself well enough, or at the end of that, denial was somewhat of an admission?
No, that was like very, very politician style where you don't answer the question. You just kind of keep hammering away.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
if you took a different angle, you could see the booger didn't exist, but I did try maybe not to eat it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Eat it.
Not to eat it, but not eat it. Anyway, next week's game's going to be tough.
That was the case of a very rare and elusive denial admission that Aaron Rodgers did with Pat McAfee, where he just like, no, I'd never ate my boogers ever in my life and stuff. As you could tell, I didn't get a good one while I put it in my mouth.
He should have said my mouth caught it better than my receivers did.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, threw him under the bus again.
Right. All right. So I guess the beef tip to you is if you get caught eating your boogers, just own up to it. You know what I mean? Because we're going to consider you a booger eater, whether you deny it or not. And that's just life. That's how we do it in life, right? I'd like to thank everyone for listening to the show. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube, youtube.com/beefvegan. Thank you, Yas Money. I will see you maybe Friday at the Roadrunners game. Thank you, Rico. And thank you guys. Robin Nash is up next. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe. And as always, eat boogers local.
Blech.
Bye.
When you wish upon a side of beef,
Yankees!
soon will come
Yankees!
and
I run, baby!
I get a push on my tattoo.
If you've been